Very good morning. I would like to discuss a topic that is very important and timely now. That is how to overcome the recession for freshers and engineers, right? So nowadays, when in past few years, what happens is everyone losing their job. The companies are laying off the employees working in their companies, and also the AI automation was rapidly increasing in those companies. So in order to avoid this, we have to gain the skills by learning the second skill, like by learning the trending skills like data analytics and marketing skills. All this we have to learn as a second skill. So with this I would like to, however, this is also a opportunity to reinvent themselves by learning the new skills that are present in the market trend. So I would like to open the discussion and collectively overcome this recession.
So I would support the point which you said. Mostly nowadays we could see employees are taking recession as a setback. But the thing is, as you mentioned, recession should not show a negative impact on the people. Like recession is a period where the employees should reinvent themselves by updating their own skills. And I think one of the major reasons for the recession in today's IT industries is most of the employees are lacking to update their skills. But even the skillful people are actually get resisted by the companies because of because they don't know how to exhibit their skills, like maybe the communication skills or maybe the soft skills. So I would say each and every one of us would have some kind of skills that has to be improved timely. So I would say we should improve each and every skill, so that we could be in that race in IT industry.
It's a valid it's a valid argument, Shashank. Actually, most of the members are not upskilling. After getting a job, they are thinking that they can relax, but because of that, the companies are not making them as being promoted for higher environment. For that, they have to upskill using AI. It will be like a huge impact on that. So for that, there also be in US there are 168 million employees have been laid off in past years. There are major action. Other is being like it's a mismatching of cost, and not also there are pre-requirements as well. This is what being huge impact on the other companies as well.
Adding on to the both of you, I would like to say something about this recession. Most of us, okay, I do agree that we need to have some other skills and we need to bring more connections to us. And mostly, the most important thing everyone is forgetting is most of the people are lacking the basics. I mean, even maybe I don't blame it on the lockdown, but I do think it is one of the reasons of it. I mean, even the students who are presented with us or who are parallels in other colleges, most of them lack the basic knowledge of anything. So, if at all anyone wants to build something, if they are strong in their basics, I do think recession won't affect them because they know they have the pillars, right? They have their own pillars, so that they will not be fallen because of the recession.
I strongly agree with you, Ashwant. Actually, what happens is everyone is trying to looking at the directly they are going to whenever they get the problem statement directly they are going to solve the problem with AI. But before that, we have to do a research and we have to explore what kind of problems arises if we do with this app, if we go this with this app. Firstly we have to define the problem, then we have to explore what are the opportunities and what are the consequences that particularly if we are going with this app. So we have to define and then we have to explore, and then we have to go to design part. Then we can use AI, and then we can use AI to solve the problem that we are having in the society. Yeah.
Very good evening, everyone. I'm Sushmita. Good morning, everyone. This is Sushmita. I respect your perspective, Chandu, and I also want to add a point that companies take skilled persons over hiring people. So as they see on the thing that how a person is having a skill and how he is going to develop each and every skill by doing online certificates and internships, they also observe the thing which we have communications and the perspective which is being mingled up with everyone. So I think that rescission is also a common thing, but they take skilled persons over hiring. So being skillful each and every step when we are in that company, this is the only thing I want to say.
And the other thing which I wanted to mention is whenever, so I could say that we could avoid recession if we are really passionate about the kind of profession we are actually pursuing. Like most of us are actually forced towards IT industries. So other than that, if we develop a kind of interest and love towards IT industry, then only we could pursue our profession in a very good way, so that we could not be affected by the recession that we are facing in the industry. So I would say that the pure love and passion towards your profession, whether it's IT, should be shown, so that you will not be affected by the recession. So that's the one point which I wanted to highlight.
It's a valid point, Shashank. Here I would like to put a point. Actually, every country is involving in wars right now. It is also the tech industry is also being impacted by that. For that, what are the key requirements as to take our India should not be affected on that?
I validly I want to add a new point, but when the wars are opposing, there is a economic loss also. When it comes, it makes for the companies to be lost economically, and it may be a point that it may lose jobs as cost efficiency. Like if you want, if companies want the new employees to do their work, they are opposing that intends to do their work rather than the employees to reduce their economic and costs. It may be a helpful for new skill students, and it may be a default for the students or employees who are really working on the industries.
So basically, I would support his point, which is he's highlighting the gig working. So yeah, as you mentioned, mostly our country would be driven towards wars. So while driving ourselves towards wars, we could avoid, the rapid downfall from the IT by choosing gig workers. Because gig workers would not serve in a long term, but they would be serving so that our IT economic industry will not be affected drastically. So they could show their levels up on that, and they will support the economy. So that's the one thing which also replaces the recession over here.
As you know, many of the countries are affected by COVID, and many companies had a project in their hands but unable to complete it because it is COVID. Many of the companies had given opportunity to workers to do work from home, and without any skills and resumes, many companies had taken many employees without knowing their skills and talent. After completion of corona, many of the workers went to office and worked there. So they're thinking, while they don't have any projects till now, they're thinking that this is recession, how the new employees can overtake it.
I agree with you. I would like to add a point that companies use recession as a reset. They may get cut salary or slow hiring, but still they recruit best talent. So instead of worrying about recession, students should focus on improving their skills and improving of focus on the current trend. Then they didn't fear about their recession.
Yeah, appreciate it. By hearing all your points, I just think that recession is just a pause. It's not an end. What do you say about it?
What you're saying is correctly, because everyone is saying recession is for employees only. Why should we not start a company? Why we can't give jobs to those who are in recessions? And when we in btech, we are learning more skills which are in platforms they are performing. So because we are doing so much working on our recession part, we want to um, jump it to the best life. So everyone is doing saying that we are in recession, so we not get jobs. Why should we can't adopting the technology and adopting new skills to yeah.
So the recessions person who are being laid off from the companies, there should be skilled in from the root level. So for that, government also been trying like skill development programs also, even though they are not being developed because only because of they're not skilled in the root level. So for that, we can't able to give the opportunity to those candidates which we can be able to for the who are skilled person, or we have to be provided the programs like skill development programs, so them easily they can find the job easily.
So one thing I wanted to mention is Surya had kept a wonderful point, which is why don't we create our own startup and make people hire in that startup. So that's the thing. Mainly the one major reason for the recession is people are not aware of their skills, because people would apply to any kind of job without taking care of their interests. Like if I am a full stack web developer, I would know I would not be having any kind of basics on machine learning, but I will be applying to that job. So this would make the major repercussions in IT industries. It would say like applying to that job, and if I I will be preparing for the interview and I will be managing that interview, and after that I will be not keeping the mark right when I'm pursuing that profession. So the thing is, when you're strong in one kind of skill, you should build something in that skill, and you should be very clear about the skill that you're going to pursue. And after that, I would say that creating a kind of startup is a very good idea to avoid recession and making their own money. That's the thing.
Strongly agree with you, Shashank. Adding to that, everyone is seeing recession as a layoff. The companies are laying off, but on other side, we have also AI is creating jobs, a lot of jobs. Actually, I had attended a session that X company has been uh, conducted recently in Geetham University. So actually, what they said is actually there are 40% of jobs are openings on AI. So we have to upgrade ourselves to get into that, to fit into the IT industry. So everyone have to be in a particular track, that we have to adapt to the situations in the IT field. Not only blaming that is recession is a thing where the jobs are getting lost. So we have to remove that thought from our minds, and majorly we have to focus on skilling up ourselves.
I respect your thought, Punachandu. Actually, the present recession is being really over that students and the persons who are being resisted is being stressed and forced. So, my question is that how to overcome the stress and how to overcome our insecurities about these recessions, and how to develop our skills more and more on AI and present trending topics, as you said now.
As I mentioned, to overcome these kind of things, you should be very clear about what you're actually interested in. So you should find your own interest. Where are you actually? You have to sort yourself so that where you're gonna fit in the IT industries, in what kind of domain I'm good at. So after answering to these questions, the self confidence will be built on its own. So after that, if you're very much interested in one particular thing, then you will not be feeling any kind of stress. Like you will be enjoying your work, you will be enjoying your even you will be enjoying that kind of stress you are getting. You will not treat it as stress, but it will be a very in very good
Sorry
way.
to interrupt,
Yeah.
Sashank. I would like to put your point here, a small point. uh, Everyone is talking about the skill is right, but if a company has 100% skilled person. If the project is slow, how can they contribute with this 100 skilled person? They have definitely lay off some members because to be profitable for that company. So looking on the skilling way, we can be look at for startups also.
So that's the thing. Startups would be a very good replacement when it comes to recession, and I would like to know all the views based on this topic. Like, how could we replace? Is the startup is a good way to replace an recession?
Shashank, startups are it's a wonderful idea, and they are also are going to be entrepreneurs for the future. And I think the young minds they always say the young minds rule the world, right? So the era of going to 9 to 5 jobs is gone. So we are stepping into a new zone where we are going to create our new jobs for everyone, and where we are going to be. I mean, let me tell you. Imagine the generation before us are doing jobs like daily for 5 days of a week, but we are trying to earn more money by doing lesser work. So uh, that's that is how the generation is evolving. I would say that is how the generation is evolving. So due to that, so that we don't have to look for jobs, you don't have to go to the certain X company, and you don't have to give your resume to everyone. You can go do your own project. You can start I mean, you can start your own company, or you can start your
Yeah.
own idea.
To add on to that, I would wanted to mention this in the start of the group discussion, but I had forgotten it. So actually, Mohan had been through an internship. I would like to know the kind of journey, because now right now we are going through a rough phase in the IT industry. So I'm actually amazed by the fact that he's actually pursued a kind of internship, and he had got an internship with kind of stipend, which made me very amused by that fact. So I would like to know the kind of journey that he had been through, so that we could also learn from the kind of journey. And I'm actually I wanted to ask it in person, but I would like but as taking this as a stage, I would want to convey all those things to the people who are watching.
Okay, Shashank, I would like to share with you personally. Thank you.
But the thing is, I had already asked for it.
So guys, so startups are really a good thing that everyone can start. Like not everyone, the young minds and innovative minds. What they are thinking, like the real world problems, they have to solve the real world problems. In gap to that, we if we fill the gap that in the society, then it would become a startup. So we can provide jobs.
Yeah, Chandu. And the other thing I wanted to mention is yesterday you had sent me one, kind of quote that you had been through the IT industry, which is you should not think as AI, you should think with AI. So the thing is, we should not make AI as a antagonist in our entire story. Like AI is something which is not going to replace our jobs, but AI is something which is going to make our jobs easier. So we should use AI. We should never let AI replace us. We should use AI to upskill ourselves. So that's the another thing.
Shashank, can I add some point
Yeah,
on
yeah.
you? So when we are in a idea employee, we need to have a statistic manner. What is a spending of money? The lack of students when becoming a software engineers, they are spent on money on irregularly on other things. So I want to say is when we want to overcome a recession period, we have to save some amount of money. So everyone have need a business statistic mind to save the money, and they are want to overcome the recessions. So can I add anything on this point?
So, in earlier thing about recession, Chandu had told us that there are 40% of openings of jobs related to AI, right? So, I want to elaborate about what he was saying. So, there is a risk of losing jobs because of AI. Everybody are talking about it. I mean, what I say is, to build an AI, you need human intelligence. I don't think AI will replace our job. I mean, to ChatGPT, there will be only the data. There will only be the data which had happened. It doesn't have the data of future, right? So we have to go and we have to train the future data to it. So it is using human intelligence. So that the person had told us there will be 10% of job reductions due to the AI. The 10% of job reductions due to AI, but also in coming years we will be getting 40% of new jobs because of the AI. I mean, for example, we also know that there are ECE students, mechanical students who are doing Python, who are doing Java, right? So in future we are going to normalize AI. I mean, the other branch students are going to study AI with us. I mean, they are studying computer science with us, also doing their core subjects, right? So they had normalized that thing, but in upcoming days we are going to normalize that the other branch students are also going to study AI, so that the AI is going to rule the world and it's not going to take out our. I want to say.
Yashwant, that's a valid point. AI is present trending topic as we have spoken till now, and as I asked about precision and questions that we have to develop our 100% skills on one thing. On like Shashank said, he has a 100% skill on full stack development. So is that adding skills is also important thing that which I have to add AI intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning to this full stack development and projects.
So to sum it up, recession. So to sum it up, recession is something which IT industry is through right now. But I would think if we are strong at our basics, and if we are actually good at the work which we are gonna pursue, and if the persons would develop the mind of entrepreneurships, like considering all these points, we could see a future without no kind of recessions. Like recession is something that is gonna like a cycle. It will be going like a cycle, but I would say we should be in that state where where we are not actually affected by this cycle. So considering all points, we will be I will be saying that we are gonna cross this rough phase of recession in no time. Thank you.